Hi yogis, welcome to your mat. It is mid-April. We are still under a stay-at-home order here in Seattle and we need yoga now more than ever. Yoga helps reduce stress, lower our blood pressure. It also, of course, helps our flexibility, our strength, overall fitness. So I invite you to join me for about 45 minutes on our mat today. We'll work a lot on hips, a lot on balance, and as always, we're going to do all of our movements in conjunction with our breath. Our breath guides us, our breath is our life force, and our breath also is one of the main things that helps to settle our minds, and that's particularly, again, important right now, but it's important always. So I always turn to my breath, and I encourage you to turn to your breath as well. So find yourself in a comfortable seat on your mat. Go ahead and shut your eyes. We'll just take a few moments to settle in, to leave whatever came before your time on your mat and whatever is to come after. And we're just going to tune in to our bodies, beginning with big inhale through nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale through nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale through nose. Open mouth, exhale. Leaving your eyes shut, go ahead and put your right hand on the mat and bring your right ear to your shoulder. So we're just going to take a neck bend to the right. I'm going to start warming up our spine from tail to crown and just bringing that ear towards your shoulder. Inhale back to center and exhale left ear to left shoulder. With our breath, we really aim to have even inhales and even exhales, even when we're working hard. So regulate your breath. Inhale back to center. Right hand back down, this time left arm and left hand to the ceiling. And we're going to bend to the right, bringing your palm, left palm facing the ground as you stretch over and open the side body, left side body, and breathe. Inhale back to center, left hand down, right hand lifts and reach to the sky, and on your exhale, bend to the left. Palm faces the ground, really opening our ribs while contracting the obliques on the left side. Inhale back to center. Both hands down, and we'll take some seated cat-cow, get a few more different directions of spinal motion. So to begin, we're going to actually start with cat. So place your hands down on your thighs, press your thighs away, roll forward, chin tucks, and then inhale. Pull hands back, shoulder blades open and together on your back, gazing forward and up. Exhale, palms press forward, round, tuck your chin, and inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Last time for inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. I don't always do an intention, but given everything going on in the world, I would offer up the intention of compassion, both for yourself and for our world, to just keep that in mind as we practice today. As you have compassion for yourself, meet yourself where you're at, modify as needed, push to your edge as you would like. This practice is for you, and be gentle with yourself, but also challenge yourself. So flutter your eyes open. Take one inhale here. Open mouth, exhale. Just fold on over your seat. Hands come to your mat and come into tabletop. Your middle fingers should be parallel and facing 12 o'clock. Your hips are over your knees, shoulders over wrists, really focusing the weight into the thumb and forefinger of your palm as your palm pushes flush against the earth. And we'll lift our left leg and right arm for bird dog, and then exhale, elbow knee to touch. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, knee to elbow touch. One more inhale, and exhale to the earth. Inhale, left arm long, right leg long. And exhale, elbow and knee meet. Inhale, long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, long. Exhale, elbow to knee. And release to the earth. Take another big inhale through nose. Open mouth, exhale. As you press back to downward facing dog. This is a posture we will be in quite often today, so get comfortable, pedal your feet out. Your feet should be parallel, about hip width distance apart. Again, palms pressing in through the forefinger and the thumb, and really bringing your hip creases pulled toward the back as you lower your chest to the mat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, carving out your abs. Inhale, press back high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, step through to low lunge. Bring your left knee to the mat. And here's many options here for modifying. You can double over your mat if you need extra cushion for your knee. Your hands can remain on the earth. You can bring your hands to your knee, really sinking forward, bringing your left hip forward, pulling the right hip back, standing tall in this posture. You can also, if it works for you, bring your hands up, gazing up to the sky, and breathe. Hands back to knee. Really feeling that in our left hip flexor and also our right hamstring and quad. On your next inhale, press or lift up into runner's lunge. Your back foot is lifted, heel over toes, hands by your sides, your crown to left foot in a diagonal. Right knee over right foot as we lean into this pose, really activating the right leg. And inhale, exhale, crescent lunge. with our crescent lunge, bringing your ribs over hips and energy through the hands, still lifting high on the back toes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale into warrior two. In this pose, we have our back foot diagonal, really pressing in through the back edge of the back foot. Your right knee is tracking towards the pinky. Hips, shoulders in line, and stretching your arms. Arms should be level. The back arm tends to want to dip down. See if you can bring it in line with the right. Inhale to reverse warrior, feeling that nice stretch along your ribs. And exhale to side angle, elbow to knee, left arm reaches high. More options to modify here. Your right arm can come on the inside of your right knee, helping to keep that knee pressed toward the pinky toe side. Additionally, you can reach your right arm forward, left arm comes forward, really turning the torso. And exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. We're gonna inhale and then exhale your left hand to the mat and lift your right arm to the sky for a nice twist. Inhale through nose, open mouth, exhale. Bring your hands to the ground. Step back to top of a push-up. And we will do some vinyasa, which is a series of postures connected as we stand here in our plank, activating our core, pulling belly button to spine, shoulders over wrists, and breathing. Breathing when it is difficult to hold is what helps get us through. And this is how we translate our breath in yoga to our breath in life, our breath on the tennis court, our breath anytime we need to compose ourselves. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your knees to the mat and release the tops of your feet to the mat. Keeping elbows glued to your side, we will lower to low plank, coming forward and lowering 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And press up into cobra. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your dog out. Taking a couple rounds of inhales and exhales. Really getting everything heated up with our breath, with our movement. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through to low lunge. We will work the right side of our body. So let's bring right knee to the mat, again with a variety of modifications. I like to roll my mat to give my knee some extra support. This side may feel different, it may feel the same. Deep stretch through the hip flexor, really sinking down into this lunge. Breathing. And can you lift your arms? Does this feel good in your body to challenge yourself, to challenge the depth of this lunge? Inhale, exhale. Hands back to knee. Go ahead and curl your back toes and we'll lift up into runner's lunge. Staying deep in our lunge, our left knee over left ankle, left knee tracking to the outside of your pinky toe. From back heel to the top of your crown in one long diagonal. Arms pulled back, shoulders pulled back, shoulder blades touching, and hands active. Inhale and exhale into crescent lunge. Getting our shoulders over hips in this posture. Still sinking deep in our lunge, though lifting up on the back toes. Heel over back toes. Arms are active. Inhale and exhale into warrior two. Like the other side, we keep our left knee tracking towards the left pinky toe. The right foot is planted on the ground at a 45 degree, really pressing in through the back edge of the back foot. Arms level, your gaze out over your middle finger, gazing softly into your future, a future that maybe is without quarantine. But for now, we're staying in this moment, right where we are. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left elbow to left knee. Right fingers reach to the sky, really opening up your right side body, but keeping the left knee tracking towards the left pinky toe. Same options on this side. Your left arm can be on the inside of your left leg, pushing that knee wide. You may also bring both arms forward and still rotating if you do so. Inhale to rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, right palm to the earth. Right heel pops back up. And we'll bring our left arm to the sky, reaching those fingertips, taking a counter stretch, breathing as we always do. Even inhales, even exhales. Exhale your left hand to the ground. Push back to the top of a push-up. This time we'll just take a few little shoulder taps in plank. So maintain your plank and we'll just count it out, keeping our lower body very still, very plank-like, as we tap opposite shoulders with our hands, really forcing our abs and obliques to be firing, belly button pulled tight to spine. And release your palms to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, your chaturanga. I like to take this with my knees down, so you can do it like we did on the last side, or you can do high to low plank with knees up. Keeping elbows glued in. Lower yourself for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right up into cobra. Getting that back bend, chest lifted. Release. Inhale and exhale back to downward facing dog. Walk out our dog a little bit more. This posture, though a resting posture, it does take time to build strength in your shoulders. So be gentle with yourself if need be, and know that every time you do downward dog, you're strengthening your shoulder girdle just a little bit more. You're also getting the benefits of an inversion, reversing the blood flow, bringing lots of blood to your brain, and that's a good thing. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, slowly walk forward so that your feet are just behind your hands, hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins, flat back. Your neck should be just an extension of your spine, looking at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in the knee. And inhale, arms wide, sweeping up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your toes and heels a little bit closer. I like to have my toes touching with just a sliver of space between my heels. Although if you would like to keep your feet further apart for stability, that's just fine. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sitting back into your chair. Arms to the sky, sitting deep in your chair. Really firing up those quads. Also firing up the arms. Bring your arms together towards the back of the room. Sitting deeper in your chair and breathing. Inhale, rise. Give those legs a quick break. Exhale, back to chair with arms straight out. Sinking deep in your chair, arms shoulder height. Keeping the lower half of your body steady. Inhale and exhale, left arm behind you, right arm forward, gazing over that left shoulder. Getting a twist in the obliques. And inhale back to center. Exhale, sink deep, arms parallel. Breathe. Inhale, and right arm goes back. Exhale, twisting, gazing as far as you can towards your back hand, both palms facing the earth. And inhale to rise. Exhale, back to your chair with arms forward. We rise up, lifting your right leg with you. Your right foot is flexed. Hands, palms face each other. one-legged Tadasana. Let's just breathe here. We're all in our own spaces, working on our balance, and having movement in your standing leg or falling out of your balance is a good thing. We're working those small twitch muscles. We're getting good one-legged balance for tennis, for aging, for life. And exhale your right foot across your left leg, bringing your hands to heart center. And we're going to do just a figure 4 little seat. So sit back down into your chair. This is really opening the hip. You can press down a little bit on your right knee to get a little more stretch in that right hip, or just focus on your balance. Keeping right foot flexed helps protect the knee, activating the muscles. Inhale, rise back up to one-legged Tadasana. And exhale, arms and right foot behind you. You can tap your right toes to the ground like a little kickstand, bringing shoulders up and back. And we're in one long straight line from right foot to the crown as you topple your tree forward. If you'd like to leave your toes on the ground, that works just fine. Or you may lift those right toes off the ground. Keeping that one long line from right foot to crown. And release your foot to the ground. We'll get the left, give the left leg a little break, get into our right side. So inhale your arms up, lifting your left leg into one-legged Tadasana on the left side. Important to keep your hips balanced and keep that foot flexed, the left foot. Arms lifted, arms pulled back. And breathe. And all this motion is good. Being gentle with ourselves if we fall out of a posture. Just coming right back in. And bring your left foot ankle across your right knee, hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale, sinking in to your one-legged chair, and also working the left hip with the figure 4, flexing the left foot, really sinking your bum down. And the legs are fired up. We're strengthening. We're increasing flexibility. We're working on balance. Inhale back to one-legged Tadasana. And exhale your foot down. Bringing your toes behind you, kind of like our runner's lunge. Toes touching the mat as we begin to topple our tree. If you're choosing to lift your toes off the mat, that works, or they can stay on the mat. That long line behind you from foot to crown on the left side. And bring your foot down, feet together. Inhale, hands touch. Release your pointer fingers, reach to the sky, hips go left, arms go right. We're staying two-dimensional, keeping our hips in line, not letting one jut out. Really feeling this on the left ribs. Inhale back to center. Let's cactus our arms in between, little back bend. Inhale, hands back to center, releasing those pointer fingers as our hips go right and arms go left. Breathing, balancing, just being right here on your mat right now. Inhale back to center. Let's do one more back bend. Cactus your arms, hips forward, gaze to the ceiling. Your eyes go back as far as comfortable, and then bring hands back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach to the sky. Right arm under, right leg over, eagle pose. With this posture, we're squeezing all our muscles and joints together. This is basically working every joint in the body. Always an option to use a kickstand with that right toes on the ground. You may also just grab opposite shoulder if this feels too much on your shoulders, or just take hands upright. If you can, do the bind. You want to bring hands away from your face and elbows shoulder height, sinking in to your eagle. And breathe. Release to the sky. Inhale and exhale, opposite side. Left arm under, left leg over. Again, working balance, working our joints, staying healthy. On this side, sometimes our sides are a little different. I have a harder balance time. I'm going to use the kickstand, keeping my toes on my mat, lifting my shoulders, my elbows in line with my shoulder. And breathe, sinking into my ego. Release, arms to the sky. One more back bend, cactusing your arms, lifting your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, top of a push-up. This time in plank, we will do forearm plank, bringing your forearms parallel to the mat. And again, belly button to spine, puffing up between the shoulder blades, breathing, staying strong. Always an option to bring your knees to the ground. Always an option to push yourself. And we'll do some little hip dips. Left, right, left, right, for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Working those obliques. Now walk your feet in, dolphin pose. Just taking one last stretch on the back body, the hamstrings. Feeling this again in your shoulder girdle, strengthening that important joint. And breathe. And go ahead and bring your knees to the ground in tabletop. Let's do a quick little twist here, bringing your left arm to the sky and threading your left arm through. Feeling this twist in your torso. Press back up to tabletop, lifting your right arm as high as it goes. This is definitely awkward twist, but we lift and then we thread. So threading the right side through, bringing that right shoulder gently to the ground, feeling the torso twist, breathing. And press back up to tabletop. From here, cross your ankles and just sit back on your mat, bringing your legs in front of you, and slowly we're going to bring our knees up, our lower leg parallel to the mat, and we're going to go into boat pose. If you have a block, you can always put that behind you. Sometimes for assisted boat, I'll put my hands behind me, or you can also bring your hands out to the side. Whatever feels right in your body today. And we definitely do a little shaking in this pose. It's challenging our core, our legs, and release. Do 3 more boats. Lift up into boat. Again, assisted boat is just fine, and also toes down if you need to take a break. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, toes down. Inhale, exhale. Lift up into boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, toes down. Inhale, exhale, and last boat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Abs are hard, but we gotta work them out. So make space on your mat to slowly come down to your back. And we'll take a quick resting posture. We don't have a wall next to us, but we'll do legs up the wall as if we had a wall behind us. This flex your feet towards your kneecaps. Feeling this. This is another restorative pose. This is great anytime, especially if you've been on your feet all day, after a big tennis match, reversing the blood flow, letting the lymphatic system rest in the lower half of your body. And just breathing. Bring knees into chest. Give yourself a big hug. We all really need big hugs right now. Rolling around on your lower back. And release your left leg long, bringing your right knee towards your right armpit. And we'll bring the right knee across your body, teeing your right arm out wide, gazing towards that right palm if that's accessible. Sometimes I find it easier to stack my knees. You might find that as well. And just trying to relax into this twist. Breathing. Bring your knees back to center. Another hug in tight as you release your right leg long. Roll left knee to left armpit, really giving a good stretch. And then a supine twist the other direction. Left knee towards your right side, reaching your left hand wide. Again, stacking knees if that's more comfortable. Gazing towards that left palm. Sinking into this twist. And back to center. Bring knees in tight. And left foot to the floor. Right foot crosses over. We're going to do figure 4 again. We did this standing. We'll do this on our backs now. Our hips are the biggest joint in our body. They hold so much tension, so much stress, and it's really important, especially for women, to really get some flexibility back into our hips. So lift your left leg off the ground. You can thread your hands around that left thigh. Options here are plentiful. You can have it just staying kind of right here, or even keeping your left foot on the ground if that feels like enough stretch. You can also push your right knee away with the right hand. If you do want to lift your foot and thread the needle, then you can gently pull with whatever resistance feels right in your body. Do flex both feet to protect your knees, and just breathe. We have to breathe into this joint. It is tight on most people. And got to get our breath in there, working through the tightness. Release your feet to the floor, right foot down, left foot for the opposite stretch. So again, your right foot can stay on the floor. You can press your left knee away or thread the needle, pulling on the right thigh, bringing that right thigh towards your chest and feeling the stretch in your left hip. Flexing both feet and relax your neck. Just let your head be heavy on the earth. And breathing. Release your feet to the ground. Hands should be able to touch your ankles. Your feet are on the ground, hip width distance apart. We'll take a couple of bridge pose. So the key here is to keep your knees from crashing in. So try and keep, one option is to put something between your legs like a block, or just really focus on keeping your knees equal distance. As you lift your hips to the sky, clasp your hands underneath your backside and roll your shoulders under to get the maximum lift in your bridge. Really lifting your hips to the sky, your chest is lifted, your knees are staying above your ankles, and you're lifting, releasing your glutes. This should be felt more in your hamstrings. And release. Let your back unfurl one vertebra at a time. Coming back down, the big sigh. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Take another bridge. Get ready. Make your feet parallel, your knees above ankles. And again, lift that bridge. Clasp your hands. Roll your shoulders under. And breathe. Feeling your bridge. Lift to the sky. And release. We'll take one more bridge. For those of you who feel up to it, go in. You may go into a wheel for the third bridge, which is basically a back bend. Your hands would be on the mat. elbows by ears as you press up. If that is in your practice, that is a great back bend, of course. I'm going to stick with bridge. So if you're sticking with bridge, again, feet hip width distance, lift your hips, hands go under, you roll those shoulders under and lift your bridge. Lift and try taking 1 foot high. Your right foot, stay high in your bridge, right foot down and lift your left foot high. Left foot high and foot down, and slowly release on your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. And windshield wiper your knees. And come to stillness. Let's rock and roll along our spine. Maybe you come up to a momentary balance, back in boat pose. And feet touch the ground. Bring feet towards your body, pressing your legs out wide, and cobbler's pose. So as we lean forward, if you'd like your elbows to press down on your knees, getting an inner thigh stretch. Upper torso stays flat as you bend forward as much as your inner thighs allow. And release your knees together. Legs out long, toes flexed back towards your knees, even the pinky toe, trying to have that whole foot flexed. Inhale, your arms high, and exhale, forward fold. It's a counterbalance to our back bends. Keeping your back straight. I do not fold very far, and that's okay. Just meet your body where you're at. Trying to not curve too much, trying to maintain that flat back, keeping your feet and toes flexed, and just gently moving that direction and breathing. Inhale back to a high seat and come into a comfortable position, crisscross applesauce. I like to sit on a block. You might find as you're practicing at home to elevate your hips a little bit over knees is often more comfortable. So that is what I like to do. You can sit on a block or a couple books. So as we come to the end of practice today, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing this time, for watching this video, for taking care of yourself, for having that compassion for yourself and for what we're all collectively going through. Flutter your eyes shut, hands on your thighs, just feeling the energy, the strength of your body. As we close out our practice, sitting tall, and I like to just do a little bit of breath work at the end. And I call this is called box breathing. So we're gonna inhale for 4, hold that inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and hold your lungs empty for 4. Breath is more important than ever with what's going on with coronavirus, so let's really enjoy our lung capacity and all we can do with our breath in calming our mind. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold empty, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold empty, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And big exhale. Letting all your air out. Thank you again for taking the time for yourself to be on your mat, to make a little corner of your day about taking care of yourself. Be well. Namaste.